Hello, hello, hello. I cannot tell you in the past 10 years how many times I've been asked, Timolin, how do I go make a payment to the IRS online? And I'm not even exaggerating. I have no idea how many times I've been asked. And this tax season, as I keep getting asked that question, the first thing that comes to mind is I can show you easier than I can tell you. I can definitely show you better than I can tell you. And as I was helping different clients and prospects with this, I realized my internet family probably has the exact same question. So, in this video, tonight's very, very brief video, I am going to show you specifically how to go to the IRS website and make a payment via credit card. Now, before I get too far into it, you don't see my face tonight unless you see my nice little Google profile over there. But my name is Timlin Bowens, and I am an enrolled agent licensed through the Internal Revenue Service, also the owner of Bowen's Tax and Bookkeeping Solutions, which is a virtual based firm in Louisville, Kentucky that specializes in resolving taxpayers' IRS issues. So, again, I am Timlin Bowens. Not only that, I am America's favorite EA. But let's get here to help you make this payment. So we're going to go right here into the browser and we're going to go to IRS, www.irs.gov. Okay. So this is what the IRS homepage looks like right now in the event that it has changed by the time that you look at, for this video. Right here, we can go to pay. You see the bank account option, the debit or credit card. If you owe back taxes and you have an installment agreement, you can set one of those up here. If you are a business owner and you need to set up an account with an electronic federal tax payment system, EFTPS is usually what that's referred to, you would sign up for that right here. Also, to figure estimated taxes and those kinds of things, you would go here. But that's not the only place that you can go to pay. The IRS tries to make it easy for you to pay online. So you can always go here to make a payment. And I didn't mean to say always, but also. If for whatever reason there's some kind of freak accident, you can go right here to the search bar and put payment. Okay. So for tonight's example, I'm going to go pay here, debit or credit card. Now, because the IRS is yet recovering from the setbacks of coronavirus and just all of the work they've had to do due to the tax laws changing in the middle of tax season and having to issue out different stimulus checks, there is going to be this notification right here just to remind you that the tax deadline has changed. Tax season was extended this year until May 17th. Just a reminder from America's favorite EA for you here. This is an extension of time to file, not an extension of time to pay. So if you believe you'll have a balance due, that is still going to be due on May 17th, extension or not. Okay. So if we scroll down a little bit, this is the screen that you'll be looking at. Now, when my clients ask me which method they should use, I always tell them what I use. I always make a payment via bank account because the convenience fee is lower. But if you're also like me, you may not like to pay that convenience fee, but you may not always have your bank account information handy, but you don't want to make this payment late. So, what I do want to point out here that when you pay with a card, there are third-party processors that the IRS uses. So we have Pay USA Tax, Pay 1040, ACI payments, formerly official payments. Now, I do want you to note here that with Pay USA Tax, you can use PayPal. So I know for some people that is a preference, but you also want to pay attention to the different fees here, okay? Now, in the grand scheme of things, is the fee going to matter? I don't know about you, but for me, yes, I want to save every penny I can, especially if I'm paying out money to the IRS. I feel like they should pay this fee, not me, right? So in tonight's example, I'm going to click on Make Payment with Pay USA Tax. You see here, if you're paying by debit card, the fee is going to be $2.55. If I'm paying by credit card, the fee is going to be 1.96% of the balance that I am paying. And also, there's going to be a minimum fee. So let's say that my balance, what I'm paying, the fee wasn't at least 269. You can guarantee every time you use Pay USA Tax, that is going to be your minimum fee. So let's click here. And you can either make a business payment. So if you have a corporation, partnership, S Corp, one of those entities, you would select business payment here. But for this example, we're going to say this is a personal payment. Okay. Now, one of the things that is more convenient about these third-party processors, when you use a debit or credit card, you don't have to verify yourself. When you pay using your bank account information, you do have to verify your identity by using the information from a prior year tax return, such as the address you used with that prior year and your filing status. Now, I'm not exactly sure why you have to verify your identity before paying taxes. I don't know of anybody that's stealing identities to pay federal taxes, but if you know that person, please give them my name because I will gladly let them pay mine. But let's get right to this. So we're going to select your personal federal tax type. You have the option here to pay your current tax return balance, or you can pay prior years. If you owe back taxes and you are making a payment on an installment agreement, you would select this one. If you're making an estimated tax payment, so that's those 4 quarterly payments that you should be making if you're self-employed, or if you're a high income earner and you know you have that extra money, but you're not having anything withheld from like a job or something like that, you would want to make your estimated tax payment here. Again, if you file an extension, that's an extension of a time to file, not to pay. So when you file your extension, you should actually be making a payment. And if you're doing that, you're doing the right thing. Kudos to you. You would select this option here. For tonight's example, I'm going to go with the current tax year. Okay. Let's say I'm waiting last minute, haven't filed my taxes yet. So I have not received a balance due notice from the Internal Revenue Service. I'm not going to check that box for my example, but I'll still show you what that looks like. So see here, it is going to ask for a little bit of information about that notice. So let me go back and have this here. And now the box isn't even showing up. Look at that. Uh-oh. What have I done? Oh, didn't follow the instructions. Clearly, it says do not use your browser's back button. All right, so I'm just going to go back here to the home page. Let's start over, okay? So we're paying your 1040 current tax return for 2020. Not checking the box. We're going to hit continue. So first name, let's not be me. Let's put Derek Chauvin, okay? Say his social is 999. Nah, let's say his social is 666 Okay. Now you see that there's an error here because the IRS, thank goodness, has not given anybody, not the IRS, but the Social Security Office hasn't given anybody that Social Security number. So let's see. Oh, so this is somebody's social. Don't know who, but all right. And let's just say your birthday, his birthday is 06/06/1966. All right. So, interestingly enough, the reason I use Derek Chauvin's name, if you have not been under a rock during 2020, 2021, you know who he is. I'm not going to go into all the details about why you know who he is, but he's also been in the news because he has been charged with tax crimes. Yes, Derek Chauvin has committed tax evasion. So now the states are coming after him. So let's see. I hope I spelled Minneapolis right. Have no idea what the zip code is up there. Let's just say the phone number. uh, Enough numbers. 502 666 6666. Oops. dchauvin@gmail.com. dchauvin@gmail.com. All right. So then we're going to select the payment amount. I can't remember how much he was charged with evading, but let's just say $100,000, okay? So we've entered the amount we'd like to pay to the IRS, not including the convenience fee, because of course they want to make sure you pay that convenience fee, so they'll factor that in and add it themselves. Here, you're going to select whether it is a debit or credit payment. And I'm sorry, can't put in any commas or anything, so we got $100,000. All right. So this is where you would enter in your information. I am not going to put my information in here for you, um, but let's see if we can use some imaginary Derek Chauvin numbers, okay? 566667777. Now, hopefully that's going to tell me that that is not a real card number, but just in case, we'll see here. So we're going to hit continue. They let me know that the card is not a debit card, which I actually knew because the first four of those numbers is a Discover credit card. So let me see. If this doesn't go through, I will tell you what's on the next screen. So if this was a valid card, you would go to screen 3. It's going to say review information. Once you review that information and confirm that it's all correct, you then will receive your confirmation number for the payment. Now, the confirmation here for Derek Chauvin would go to, what was his email address? dchauvin@gmail.com. But you want to make sure that you keep this confirmation number. Um, Take a screenshot if you're on your phone, keep it filed in your email because the IRS is made up of human beings. Human beings make mistakes. If for whatever reason your payment is lost, you want to be able to go back and show where it came out of your bank account and to show that submission. But this is how you would make a payment with a debit or credit card or PayPal to the IRS online. If you found this video helpful, please, please, please like it, share it out. If you are on Facebook, share it to your page. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share it. Let them know that, let your connections know that you learned something new today. And if you owe the IRS and you have a balance that you can't pay in full, I would love to see if my team and I are a good fit to work with you to help get that balance down or even settle for a lower amount. But you have to take the first step and book the call. So give us a call at 502 632 3171.